up, everyone? It is the Avis Show. Let's talk about Teen Titans Go. Again, 45th time. Or 7th if you count by the amount of videos I talked about it in total. So you know what? Fine. I will reveal a secret to you. When you reach 700 subscribers, you receive a special button next to any YouTuber to collaborate with them. It's still in beta, but let's check it out.
2 hours later.
What is going on, people? It is wait, this isn't my recording studio. I don't see a mountain of Dr. Peppers. Where am I? I can actually smell without my nose going blind from the grease of my lifetime supply of pizza.
Are starfish supposed to eat pizza anyway?
No, and my medical bills show, believe me.
Well, a good way to raise money for your Dr. Pepper-related hospital visits is by helping me out with this Teen Titans Go review.
Well, I needed someone to do power moves with me anyway.
How did you know the episode I was reviewing was specifically power moves?
Because it's in the title. Everyone knows what we're reviewing.
Do you think we bored anyone with this intro yet?
That's debatable, but I think we should get to the episode either way.
So we start off with random destruction for the sake of random destruction by the Hive. This isn't a giant monster who destroys the town out of rage. It's 5 supervillains with no purpose at all. Only 2 of the 5 actually try to gain something they didn't have before. Something tells me they probably only cause destruction so that the Teen Titans can go beat them up. And they get screen time.
Also, while announcing Beast Boy and Cyborg's power moves, Beast Boy keeps using slang like diss and stuff like that. It's annoying, but at least they aren't taking duck lip selfies. Right, Pickle and Peanut? Right, the Fairly Odd Parents? What has animation become?
Well. Slow you roll, dude. Me and Cyborg got this.
Yeah, we have some new power moves we want to try out.
Power moves?
What is the power move?
I'm so glad these evil supervillains let you have all this time to talk while they commit crimes.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's annoying and pretty much a cliche at this point where the villains or antagonists wait for the heroes to talk about their thing. Not to mention they literally have a slideshow explaining what power moves are. I'm sure the villains had fun watching that. In fact, why didn't they take the Titans' advice and use power moves themselves? The episode could have been about that. Heroes and villains using their power moves against each other. Then next we get a Mortal Kombat reference, I think. I don't know. I literally paused the video because I was so confused. Wait a minute. A show that uses photoshopped animation. Has video game references. Toilet humor. Wait a minute. I think I've heard that before. Okay, maybe I haven't. I think I'm just imagining things. Anyways, they reference Mortal Kombat 3 times.
The power moves we see anyway aren't particularly exciting. The other Titans agree, which makes me question why the writers are pointing out the flaws in their own cartoon. I highly doubt that anyone would feel pumped after watching this action sequence. Also, Jinx, you're okay there? You're missing a tooth. I see you received dental advice from Mr. Avis here. They also don't attack Gizmo. However, you can make a case that the explosion got to him, but if the explosion got to him, then it hit everyone else in town, which makes you question why the Teen Titans are considered superheroes in the first place. In this explosion, we have Cyborg and Robin accidentally create a super powerful power ring that destroys Mammoth. They go off and continue their journey doing power moves to Beast Boy's disapproval.
Oh, and you gotta love the fact they accidentally do one power move and they immediately become best friends. One of the main problems with a lot of characters is horrible character transitions, but this is just one of the worst.
Then we get this scene.
Dude, you're doing power moves with Robin now?
Don't take it personally. We just make a better team, 'cause you're lame.
This isn't the first time nor the last time Robin is shown to be jealous of Beast Boy. It was the time in their back to school episode where Robin bullied Beast Boy for being smart. This is also not the last time Robin would want to form with Cyborg. It was the time in the episode where Cyborg became fully human, then Robin manipulated him to steal his robotic parts. This episode is like many where Robin is manipulating his so-called friends so that he can be the center of attention and somewhat live the life of someone with superhuman powers.
Yeah, combine Season 8 Patrick with every character from the infamous trilogy of terrible Nick shows being Sanjay and Craig, Fanboy and Chum Chum, and Breadwinners, and the creature you have created is about 10 times more tolerable than Robin in this episode. Every single plot point is fueled by Robin's jerkiness, and he uses Cyborg as his little toy and does whatever he wants, even if it harms Cyborg. He's being beyond selfish and just evil in this episode.
Although Cyborg doesn't outright process the idea of being together with Robin, he sure could have many times throughout the episode. It is shown that he has control over his body. It is also shown that Cyborg does not agree with Robin even wanting to play video games with Beast Boy. At first, Beast Boy seems not to care, until he realizes that he's alone. He goes to bother Raven, of course, and we all know where this is going. Of course she doesn't want to do power moves. Of course she attacks Beast Boy when he annoys her so much. How many episodes do we need to see the exact same interaction between them? I also like to stick it to the Wikia of Teen Titans Go, because they call this interaction with Beast Boy and Raven a power move. Do you want to know? Do you want to know what move involving Raven without Beast Boy consent inflicting head trauma with her demon powers is called? Do you really want to know? According to the Wikia, this power move is called the Spider Squish. More like the Wiki Stretch. However, instead of ranting on this for 5 minutes, I think it's just time to move on.
Would you say it's best to power move on? Okay, last point I'll make in the video, I promise. Anyways, we cut to Robin and Cyborg in the garage doing... Wait, what the frick am I looking at? They merge their stuff together and they magically turn into living, breathing things. First they do Robin's staff and Cyborg's boombox. And then it comes back to life and what? Okay, I really don't know what to say here, so I guess I'll say something positive about the episode. While it's horrible at showing the transition and merging, they do a decent job at showing the actual team up. You know, besides the fact that Cyborg is being here against his will, so, this episode got really messed up. Do you want to say something, Alpha J?
I think I'm done merging for today.
Oh, but there's one more thing we can merge.
Dude, what's wrong with you?
Robin clearly gets obsessive with merging, and it's clear that Cyborg wants nothing to do with it. So after a horrible, unnecessary scene with Beast Boy and Starfire, we get to see the first glimpse of Robborg, or Cybin.
Working on my new power moves without you. Speaking of, where's Robin anyways? I thought he was merge obsessed.
Well...
Who cares? I'm just glad that he's not around for once.
You cared. You were the one that asked.
One thing you said I want to elaborate on a little bit is Beast Boy's subplot. Though I really wouldn't even call it a subplot. It's just 2 scenes of him doing power moves with Starfire and Raven. The thing that sucks about this subplot is it had a lot of potential, but it's so brief and really doesn't fit with the rest of the episode. In fact, this episode feels like wasted potential. Characters working together to fight villains is a cool story concept with a lot of story possibilities and a lot of good jokes with the characters interacting, but Teen Titans Go didn't exactly pick the right path in my opinion.
As Cybin goes around town having fun, Cyborg is seen not having fun. I'm not sure why, but the pacing here needs a bit of work. Cyborg is almost a toy, being used without having a strong opinion. You'd think if someone controlled you, you would have at least objected more, and a lot stronger. They also don't explain why Beast Boy doesn't attack Cyborg when he had the chance, presumably to do power moves with the wall, using Raven as assistance. The backgrounds here are very lazy. I understand that a lot of Teen Titans Go episodes do this style, but some scenes with the Titans are just shown on a clear background. Maybe if the animation was more varied and fluid, then I wouldn't object so much. But it gets to the point where I feel even I can create something of this level, possibly even a higher quality.
Not to mention the weird song they play that sounds like a rock song and an electric song crashed into each other. Also, what's the point of this sequence? I really don't understand. It's obviously not establishing the fact that Robin and Cyborg are friends, so I really don't understand the point. It's really just filler. Not to mention the weird comments the battery makes. This sequence is just really weird and pointless.
So Cyborg finally protests to Robin, stating that the merging was not only a sudden, but a bad idea. However, Robin has different plans, that include him pressing just the right amount of random buttons to attack Cyborg, as well as not leaving after told to. There's a joke there, but I'd rather not cross that path.
Speaking of jokes that send out way too many implications, there's a button on the control panel with a toilet paper. Firstly, he's a robot, and secondly, I don't know what that would have done if he pressed it. But anyways, the rest of the Titans all tell Robin he's insane, and he forces Cyborg to attack them.
Which leads us to the last bit, which includes many head scratchers. Number 1, why is Raven so excited to do power moves? He was clearly shown before not to be interested in the idea on multiple occasions. Number 2, so when Robin controls Cyborg and shoots out multiple batarangs, why does Beast Boy ask Cyborg why he is doing all of this? The scene before, he was shown trying to get Robin out of the suit because Robin wouldn't. Number 3. So we're just gonna gloss over the fact that Starfire willingly tore Cyborg in half even when Robin ejected. A, if that's a joke, go back to the drawing board. B, if you're gonna try to make it look like Robin left just as Cyborg got sliced, the way the scenes are edited does not make that look the case. Number 4, and the most important, why doesn't Robin lose anything in the end? So Robin ends up winning at the end while Cyborg, the one who had another Titan crawl inside him and force him to do things he'd otherwise not do, is lying in bits on the floor. So this episode is trying to tell me that you should be punished if you don't speak out about someone being inside you without your consent. Or maybe the writers didn't intend it that way. Either way, this is a poor excuse for a comedy episode. I don't know about you, Avis, but I think this is a truly horrible episode.
Yeah, I agree. Robin is a creepy stalker who gets rewarded in the end. Meanwhile, Cyborg didn't do a thing wrong in this episode and is left to rot on the floor. This episode's plot and tone are very confusing. I don't understand what it even attempted. Some parts view Robin as the antagonist, but others don't. Sometimes the plot just wanders and it feels really unfocused. I came out of this episode feeling bored, annoyed, and overall just left a bad and bitter taste in my mouth.
What better way to get rid of that bad and bitter taste than with pizza?
I'll need an entire box after this episode. But anyways guys, I think that wraps up this review. So if you want to go subscribe to my channel, I'm Avis Reviews, and be sure to subscribe to the Alpha J Show while you're at it. I'm gonna go drink a gallon of Dr. Pepper. Avis Reviews, signing out.
I hope your time is well spent, and Alpha out. Alright, time to order some pizza.
I want some pepperoni, man. I need to recover after this episode.
How about half cheese, half pepperoni?
That could work.